So I thought I'd do a fun new review series. So this now we are going to talk about all the Freaky Friday movies. I'm going to be dropping a review for these every single Thursday, and I started with the original Freaky Friday, of course. I've never seen this one before, and I gotta say, did not like this one. In fact, I encourage anyone in the comments who's actually going to argue with anything I say to actually watch the movie again. And what I mean by that is a lot of movies that, like Disney movies specifically, have so much nostalgia wrapped in them. When you say they don't hold up or they don't work anymore, there's honestly like a need for some people just to combat that. And I get it when you grew up with it, but like realistically, I think most people who still think this is a good movie that holds up haven't seen this one in years. It's pretty bad. Um, and I didn't hate this movie. I thought I can see why it worked for the time, but even then, it's still not great. It doesn't hold up. First of all, what's wrong with this movie is like so. In this one, it's racist how they switch bodies, but at least there's an explanation. It's like weird Asian fortune cookie magic. That's how they switch bodies. This one, they don't explain how they switch bodies. Just it. It felt like a Disney Twilight Zone episode where like they're just like, you know what? We just switch body. I wish I could switch bodies with just for one day, and then they just kind of do. And what I don't like about this one is there's no contrast to the mom and Jodie Foster's character. They don't really like Jodie Foster is a child in this movie, yet she acts so much like an adult in this movie that neither of them really feel like um, that. Like when you have that, because the whole point of this movie is like there's supposed to be combat a mother daughter relationship, and then they're supposed to come to see the other point of view or side. You know, that's the whole point of the story, right? Of Freaky Friday. But it's like they don't have enough contrast. Even at the end of the movie, she's like, you know, you're a lot like your mother, and she's like, thank you. It's like it just feels weird. Then it's like the goofiness of this movie is just like it's so 1970s it kind of hurts. Like in some ways that's fun. Like there's definitely fun moments of that. I definitely like 70s movies. One of my favorite movies of all time is Smokey and the Bandit. Okay, like I like that kind of type of movie, but this one is just it doesn't. When I say it feels 70s, I don't mean that in a good way. I mean it in a bad way, and it just yeah. And then like this movie's too long. Like how long is the other one? 97 minutes. So this one's only an hour and 37 minutes. I guess it's not too far off from the other one, but I feel like they're able to do more in that one. This one here, 90 minutes, hour and a half. This one is an hour and 40 minutes almost, which is ridiculous for how little happens in this movie. And also there isn't a lot of conflicts of mother-daughter relationship. It's like a car chase and these other things that happen towards the end of the movie, and they're not really good. Like the car chase is goofy and doesn't really make much sense. Where like this cop car smashes into a wall. Now instead of like the car smashing and brutally injured the cops inside, the car slices in half in a very goofy way. And that's what I mean when I say this movie feels very 1970s. That it kind of hurts because I'm like, okay, that's not what would happen like at all. And that's not great storytelling or writing. But it probably in the 1970s it would have been fine. And now in 2023, it's pretty bad. But a lot of this movie, and it's like, I do like that we see the daughter's friends because I don't believe we see that in any of the other ones. I haven't seen this one, so I don't really know, but I've seen the other one, so we don't see a lot of that. So seeing more of her friends, but it's just like I don't know. I just didn't get into the story. It was just kind of boring, and none of the performances really stood out. At least with this one, like Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan are kind of add to the movie and make the movie fun to watch. This one didn't work, and I don't know. Well, I was kind of disappointed to say that, because I thought it'd be a fun series of reviews and I wouldn't have too many negative things other than, I guess, this one because I'm not looking forward to watching this one. This is a Disney Channel movie. That should tell you enough right there. But you know what I'm just saying. I did not like this one, and it did not work for me, unfortunately. But yeah, let me know what you think of the original Freaky Friday, or if you've seen any of these movies, which one's your favorite and why. Did not like this one.